Hey guys, I'm Lizzie and this is Lizzie Reads and welcome to my December book haul. So these are mostly going to be books that I got for Christmas presents from my lovely family and friends, but some of them are books I did buy leading up to Christmas that I just couldn't help. I just want to start this by saying I am sort of in the middle of a bit of a cold, but hopefully it's not too bad and I'll try not to sniffle too much. I'll start with the books that I bought myself, and I started with The Silkworm and Career of Evil by Robert Galbraith. And these are the second and the third books in the Cormoran Strike series. And I read the first one that I bought a few months ago and I loved it, which you'll see in a wrap up soon. And I just had to go out and buy the next two straight away. And I finished this one basically straight away, and then I took a pause for some Christmas books and in the midst of this one now. They're mystery novels, but they're very character driven, and I'm just really enjoying them. The first time I've read anything of this sort, maybe, I don't know, first time ever, I'm not really sure. But yeah, I'm really enjoying these, so I'm hoping to get this one finished soon. Third book I bought this month and have since read and have uploaded a review of, so hopefully you've already seen that, or if not, I'll link it down below. It's about a young girl and her adoptive father, and he's part of the Polar Bear Explorers Club, and they are explorers, and she really wants to join, she really wants to go, she's really passionate about all of these things, and how do I put it? Basically, women aren't allowed to join, girls and women aren't allowed to join, but she finds her way on this expedition. And yeah, it's a wonderful middle grade novel. I bloody loved it. One of my favourite books of the year, actually. Another spoiler, hopefully that video will be up soon. On to the lovely presents I received for Christmas. Starting off with one that I've asked for. Starting off with the one that I've asked for sort of every year since they started doing these, and that is The Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling, illustrated by Jim Kay. I'll try and find an illustration to show you, because I like to have a little sneak peek. Oh, that's a nice one, not too spoilery. Well, spoiler for the illustrations, of course. And yeah, I just love reading these, rereading them sort of around Christmas time, and I've just, I'm sort of about halfway through Philosopher's Stone at the minute, and when I get to this one, I'll reread it in the illustrated edition, because I think it provides such a different perspective, and the illustrations are beautiful. I just want them all printed and all over my walls. On a similar vein, my parents got me Harry Potter, A Journey Through a History of Magic. It doesn't say who compiled it. Well, I know it's compiled by the British Library, but it doesn't say like a definitive author. I suppose it's just the British Library, and it's sort of a lovely illustrated sort of look at Harry Potter and the actual history of magic. I want the other one as well, but that I'm going to get that as well to add to my Harry Potter collection, which is just here. Hopefully I'll do a Harry Potter tag soon so you can see it all. The last book my parents got for me was Daphne du Maurier's Jamaica Inn, and I read Rebecca earlier this year. Oh, it was earlier last year, and I really enjoyed it. It was very atmospheric and I loved it loads. I don't really know a lot about this. All I know, I think it's to do with sort of a young girl goes to stay with maybe her a young girl goes to stay with her uncle and aunt. I think that's sort of the premise. I don't really want to know too much about it. I just want to dive in and feel the atmosphere. I want to get this read before like the wintry months are over. Moving on to the books that my boyfriend got for me. He first of all got me Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls, and it's put together by Eleanor Favilli and Francesca Cavallo. Ooh, my pronunciation is not great, but basically, I'm sure you've heard about it before, but every page is like a full page illustration, illustrated by a different female, and they're all very different and lovely, and on the inside it's sort of like an introduction, maybe, like a brief brief history, brief biography into their life and the amazing things that so many different women have done. And yeah, I'm halfway through it at the minute, so yeah, so I'll show you a bit more, but I'm halfway through it in a minute and I'm really loving it. It's nice to sort of dip in and out of, and like I want to tab all the pages, but I think what I'm going to do is just keep going back to it, and like I'm using it as sort of like a guide, because I want to read some more like biographies or autobiographies about a lot of these women, and some of them I didn't even know and I couldn't even believe it. But yeah, I'm bloody loving this, and I think there's going to be a number 2, or sort of like it's like a second, like a follow-up sort of thing, so I'm really excited for that already and haven't even finished it. Then he also got me The Paying Guests by Sarah Waters, and Sarah Waters is an author that I love very much. I like a lot of her novels, the ones that I have read anyway, and they're often like historical fiction, and her writing is so amazing. I get so swallowed up in them, and this one in particular is about a hotel, like a boarding house maybe sort of thing. I'm trying really hard not to know too much about sort of novels by authors that I really like, because I try to sort of get swallowed up in the story, whereas if it's a author I've never read before, it's more about the plot or sort of things I've heard. So if it's someone I've sort of already read from, and I just loved it so much that I want to just read more, I just sort of go in a little bit blind, I guess, from him. And also he got me Carrie Spray's A Song for Issy Bradley, and I love Carrie Spray's book writings that I've read so far. I think Carrie Spray is amazing. She blows me away every time. Well, out the 2 novels that I have read of hers, well, 1 novel, 1 short story collection, I love them both so much that I really wanted to read her again, and he knew that. So I think it's dealing with grief, which is very similar to one of her other novels that I've read, Museum of You. I think there's only 3 novels, well, 2 novels and 2 novels, no, it doesn't say in here, 2 novels and a short story collection. I'm really excited to read this because yeah, I just want to get swallowed up in her writing again. My lovely friend May got me this lovely little non-fiction book by Mary Beard, the classicist, or she's a classicist. Yeah, classicist is the right word. It's called Woman and Power, a Manifesto, and I think it's just going to be like a lovely little, like, really inspiring novel about women and history of power and things like that. And I love small tidbits of non-fiction like this, like here it is, We Should All Be Feminists by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I think I got that right. And yeah, I loved this, and it's so consumable and so inspiring. So yeah, she also, the friend who bought me this also got me this once as a gift, so she knows what I like. This cover is amazing. But yeah, she's always good to go to for my feminism reads. Now, another book I can't really tell you a lot about, so I'm not really sure what the point of this video is, but we'll just go with it, is A Skinful of Shadows by Frances Hardinge? I'm not really sure. I'll look up how to pronounce it for when I wrap it up. And this is a beautiful book. Look at this beautiful cover, and this, oh, I just love it. And I had been looking at this online for a little while, but I wasn't really sure about it. I didn't really know what was going on, like what it was about or anything. But she brought me this, and obviously I trust her recommendation. And I believe it's sort of maybe slightly magical realism. I think it's historical, sort of all this up my street. But it says here, this is the story of a bare-hearted girl, which I love. That sounds just amazing to me. And it's talking here about spirits and things like that, and defending the girl. Oh, the main character is called Makepeace, has learned to defend herself from the ghosts that tried to possess her in the night, desperate for refuge. And if that's not enough to hook you, I don't know what is, but I'm very excited to read this. I'm sure you'll hear all about it very soon. So that's all from me today. Well, I'm about to film 2 other videos, so it's not all from me today, but it's all you're getting today. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if I sniffle too much. I'll try to edit any of it out. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little book haul. It'll probably be the last one you'll see from me for a while. I might do a library book haul because I'm not going to be buying that many books like from now on. Probably like 1 or 2 a month. I'm not like, I can't really afford it unless it's like around birthday and Christmas and sort of thing. So yeah, hopefully I'll hear from you. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.